Hi there, this is Amanda Frankel with our Crafty Playdate, and today I am showing you the October Christmas Club. And I know it sounds like it's running late, but we always like to have the class before we actually show it. So, and I am late, just so you know, but you don't have to be late because I do sell these cards in a kit. It comes with 12 cards for each of 3 of these different designs, everything you need except for the stamped images. So you would have all these parts, and this white paper here would be blank, and you could put your own sentiment there. This would be blank, and you could put your own sentiment, and the tree wouldn't be there. You'd put your own tree. And here it would just be Merry Christmas would be blank. Everything else comes in the kit. So you get 4 each of 3 different designs, and you could whip them out before Christmas and have 12 handmade cards. If you like any of these videos, you should definitely look at some of my other months. We have been doing this since, I believe, July. So you have a lot of different cards to choose from, a lot of different kits. Today we are going to be making this right here. By the way, all of my kits, I do have a video that goes with each card so you would know how to assemble at home. Okay, so that should make it a lot easier. But this is what we're making today, and I can't wait to get started. So let's get going. We are using some very cool things right now today. We're using this paper, which is called, it is called Whimsy and Wonder, and it is in this holiday catalog that looks like this, minus the big rip. I abuse my catalogs. I love them so much, but it's this paper here, and it's a 12 by 12 specialty paper. You cannot tell here, but it does have some sparkle in it, and it doesn't even really say that a whole lot. Iridescent, it does say, I guess, but it's hard to really get a feel for it. We've used it before in this card season. We used this piece right here. It's got some shimmer. We're using the Snowflake today, but it has some beautiful papers, and one side does have iridescent parts to it. What do I mean? Features, and the other sides, and look at this, it's got ornaments, these beautiful baubles. I think that's a whole nother stamp set, but look how gorgeous that is. All this paper comes in your kit, and the other side is also awesome. So you could really use either side of this paper and be happy with it, but today we're using this pink. I love that it's some different colors that we're not used to for Christmas. That's great. We're also using these snowflakes. They come in a set. They're called Wonderful Snowflakes, and they're also kind of iridescent, and there are 24 in here, and they're already die cut for you. So you could make all kinds of cards or ornaments. You can make some beautiful ornaments out of them too. I love them, and I'll tell you another reason why I love them so much is after you punch them out and you've got all these papers like this, you say, we'll just throw those away, Amanda. No way, Jose. This is all iridescent, so I am going to use it to punch some stars out of this to put on the top of trees or different little parts that I can add to cards. You actually have a lot of this paper left. This piece right here is not insignificant, and you could do even a tag behind a tag. So cute. Anyway, so I'm saving those, and you should see my craft room because I have a hard time throwing things away. I will be very honest with you. So here's some of the parts that we're using today. We are going to be using a white card base, and it is just your standard card base. So you don't need to worry at all about cutting that funny. By the way, everything comes cut for you. So these would be the parts that you would get plus the snowflake, and then you have the video to assemble, and this card is so easy. The stamp that we're using, and again, you could use your own, but we're using Snowflake Wishes. It's in the annual catalog. So you've got some time to get a hold of this one if you'd like. We've used the May Your Season Sparkle before, which is perfect with the iridescent paper, but today we're using Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. And we are using Smoky Slate because it looks so nice with the silvery kind of colors. Let's see here. By the way, when you're using a clear stamp like this that's clear photopolymer, you should probably put a mat under it. It just gives you a little bit of bounce, and you need a little bit of that when you stamp. Otherwise, you don't get quite the same image. So hopefully this will give us a really good image, and that will prove my point. If not, paper is two-sided, so we're good to go. Yeah, Look at that. Ugh, I hexed myself by saying paper is two-sided. Okay. When you put ink on your pad, be sure that you move it around a little bit just in case one part of your pad is more inked than others. All right, so we're going to try again and stamp. And I'm going to give it a little pressure there. Oh my goodness, I have something on my paper. See that? All right, we're going to pretend that that didn't happen. All right, we're just going to, let's see if I have another piece of paper. I do. Okay, so this paper, we're going to cut a quick one. It is 3/4 by 4.5, so that should be pretty easy. I've got a piece of scrap white because I don't throw anything away. See how that worked? And I'm just going to do my trimmer, and I'm kind of off to the side here, I know. You guys don't care about that. You don't need to see that. All right, and I said 3/4 wide. So you know how to use a trimmer. And if you don't, then we should do a beginner video just to make everybody super comfortable with it. Okay, that's good. Now that we got the little piece off our stamp, and that happens if you notice that your stamp is skipping in a spot, you could see that I just had a little piece of cut up paper, probably from a punch. We call that punch poop where I live. All right, let's see here. Let's try again. We're going to do it again. Here we go. Third time is enough. Okay, good. Good to know. It's a charm. So this, good thing this is so easy to assemble. It won't take any time at all. This piece of paper that I'm using, this designer series paper from that pack, is 4x3, I believe. Yeah, 4x3, which is really a smart cut. So when you're cutting your designer series paper, and I know you don't want to cut it because it's so beautiful and you hate to cut it, and then what are you going to do? 4x3 is great. You're not going to waste a single, not even a hair, not even this little piece of this that I probably won't waste. You're not going to waste anything, okay? You're going to get a lot of good out of that. This piece is so pretty too. I hate to put glue on it. Okay, so, but I'm gonna put glue. All right, so I'm gonna put this way off center here. The reason that I'm doing that is because, and straight, yeah, because I don't want my snowflake to hang too far off. And the next thing that I am going to do is glue this down. Now, this is a piece of Dazzling Diamond glimmer paper. So again, this is not something that we sell anymore, but you could make your own using just white cardstock and using the adhesive sheets and dipping it in some glitter would do the same thing. Or you've got all kinds of paper. You've got all kinds of paper in your house. Silver would also look great. So just play with what you have. And one of the reasons, I was talking about this in my last video. Oh, this piece of paper is 5 by 1 1/4. The reason that I am trying to use some things like this, not just to use up my supplies, which are vast, but also because I want you to see when you're making your Christmas cards, just use what you have. There is a lot. I love for you to shop with me. Don't get me wrong. But you've got some stuff that you could really use that you have in your own stash. And I want you to use it. You need to love the things that you have. If you need more, like the rest of us, then I will list, of course, everything that I am using in my description below. And if you're watching this on Facebook, then just click over to my YouTube channel and you will see it in the description of everything that I actually used. But you could use, I bet you have something that you could use. All right, so that is going to go right here. But before I do that, let's go ahead and glue our snowflake. We have to pop one out first. All right, so we will pull out our pack of them. These wonderful snowflakes that they are. And they have a little tissue paper in between them. So it keeps them from getting tangled, which you think wouldn't happen, but they're very delicate. So they have a lot of little ridges and it could definitely happen. Okay, let's pull him out. Hey, let go. Okay. So he's like this. He is iridescent on one side. He is solid on the other side. If you didn't want to use the iridescent side, you could actually ink this side. It's a matte finish. So you could ink it. If you wanted to ink it light blue or something, if you were doing a a bluish snowflake card, you know, blue cold, ooh, like this, you could ink this. You could ink this a purple, whatever you want. So the non-shiny side would ink really well. This side is the side we're going to actually show today. And I am just going to put glue only in this middle. Okay. It is not sticker backed. Okay. Just so you don't make yourself crazy trying to peel it. And I like to match it up to the edge of that paper so that the edge of the paper does not show so much there, but you can do it any way you want. You can put your snowflake, you could even put it in the center. I just liked it off center. So it's glued on there. That way these stay loose, and I kind of like that. And I already took off the back of these dimensionals because that's the way I roll. And this is going to go also right up against the edge and straight, right? And give it a little pressure, and it is done. And that's all she wrote on that card. You can see that with this kit, you could whip these out and have your cards ready to go. But you could make this card with any stamp you have. It doesn't have to be a snowflake. It could be, and I always use birthday as an example, but it could be a birthday paper with another strip of different colored paper, or a textured strip if you wanted to emboss where this glimmer paper is, your sentiment here, and a little birthday shenanigan right here. Or really you could use this layout. This layout is actually really cool. All right, so that's all I've got for you. If there is anything I can do, if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator of your own, I would love to be yours. If you would like to order this kit, be sure that you ask for the October kit. And my email address will be below. You can either message me here or you can send me an email. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye-bye.